Welcome everyone to the Socially Distanced Mass, a quarantine show filled with burning hot questions and an even burning hot host. Today, I'm your host, Mr. Tantay, and today we have one, two, three, four, five, six carefully handpicked students from Emilio Ginaldo College, Cavite campus, and they're going to be asking, or I'm going to be asking, some burning hot questions to them. They're going to answer as an Emilian themselves. And before we start off, let's introduce them one by one. So for the boys, we have Mr. Bremon, Mr. Caldo, Mr. Orot, and Mr. Sepe. While for the females, we have Miss Caraga and Miss Yua joining us this fine evening. So as your handsome and loving host, I just want to say thank you for joining me and thank you for having me as your host. And we're going to have some pretty good time this evening. So again, thank you for joining me. Let's go and answer some questions. Okay, first question. As a student of VAC, please describe Emilio Ginaldo College for you. I can already see a response from Mr. Bremon, which he states that, as an Emilian, I'm proud that Emilio Ginaldo College is my alma mater. To study STEM in this campus is good because they've got a lot of board exam passers every year and they have quality education. The professors are good in bearing with this new normal during the pandemic. I just want to say thank you, Mr. Donald, for that very good answer. As for Mr. Bremon, he says that the campus is very good, a lot of quality teachers, and the professors are pretty good in coping up with this whole situation, this COVID 19. And once again, I would like to thank Mr. Bremon for that excellent answer. So, second question. Damn, we are on the run today, aren't we? Uh, so, here it goes. How does it feel to be a student at Emilio Ginaldo College? And may I have Mr. Caldo, Carl Michael, to answer my question. Mr. Caldo?
Okay, uh, my answer for that is I feel great because it is not a joke to enter or enroll in this school, especially now that there is a pandemic. In our situation today, teachers are still working to teach us on daily basis. And to and lastly, I feel blessed because Emilio Ginaldo College accepted me for here I can study senior high. And to my teachers and classmates, thank you for helping and for guiding me for a better future. Yes, thank you.
Alrighty, thank you, Mr. Caldo, for that heartwarming answer. And to all those teachers that had Mr. Caldo as their student, he also says thank you. So uh, I am very glad to spread that message to you all. And as for Mr. Caldo, uh, as a student myself, I can pretty much uh, explain how he feels. He feels that he owes a lot to Emilio Ginaldo College, and if it weren't for EAC, a huge part of himself would not be in order. So, just like pretty much any student, as any student, and they'll say that their school shaped them to become what they are, and as a student myself, I can pretty much vouch for them. So again, thank you, Mr. Caldo, for that excellent answer. We're going to be moving on to the third question. And this is a pretty heavy and very timely question today, which goes as, in these hard trying times, how does EC help you achieve quality education due to this whole pandemic COVID-19 situation? May I have, I guess, Miss Yuan to answer my question? Miss Yuan,
Hello, thank you.
hello, good
Um,
evening.
he helps me achieve quality education by giving us a really great learning management system, which is Brightspace, where we can access our lectures and activities that we are able to enhance our abilities and talents using those activities. And during these times, the teachers are doing their best in order to give us a quality education by giving on full on lectures where we can learn a lot even during these times. And they also provide a very flexible schedule where we have ample time to rest and we are able to still rest our eyes even if we have online classes right now. And during this time, the teachers are able to help us a lot, uh, more than we are able to back in face-to-face classes, which I am really, really grateful for. And this is one of the reasons why I picked Aguinaldo College. And lastly, even when having difficulties, the teachers manages to still deliver quality education. Even if they have internet problems, they still find a way in order to give us the quality education that we deserve.
Okay, so that was a pretty spot on answer from Miss Yuan, and I just want to say thank you, Miss Yuan. And as for what she said, uh, I can vouch for her for two things. One is the interaction between students and teachers these hard trying times as a pandemic, because we all have to do our part to achieve quality education and to uh, to teach quality education for both students and teachers. And number two, the resiliency between students and teachers for numerous reasons. From what I've heard from her, the resiliency, even if they have some internet problems, uh, or even if the student does not know all about these topics, the student or the teacher is always there to help them. So I just want to say thank you, Miss Yuan, for that excellent answer. We're going to be moving on to the fourth question because we are getting very hot in this interview. So for the fourth question, because we are running out of time here, bearing the name of Emilio Aguinaldo is a pretty tall order as a student of a school named after the first president of the Philippines. And what characteristics of Emilio Aguinaldo do you relate yourself with, and why? And may I have a
Hello, good.
oh yes, Mr. Orot, please enlighten me.
Hello, good evening. Well, we all know, all of us know that former President Emilio Aguinaldo is well organized and has a great self-control. As an Emilian student, I can say that I am also well organized to my school works and have a self-control that choose to prioritize works. In the fact that I am Emilian student, I am proud to say that I know my priorities and how to manage my time correctly. I am always making sure that I'm productive every day and I use my time efficiently. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Orot, for that fine answer. And one thing I did highlight from what I've heard from him is time efficiency. And we can't say for certain that Emilio Ginaldo is uh, time efficient, but if we are to base on facts, we can say that Mr. Kim Orot is the reincarnation of Emilio Ginaldo. But wait, just 1 second. We have one another burning hot answer, which is coming from Miss Caraga. Hello, Miss Caraga, and good evening. Being an Emilian, we practice excellency as one of our core values. And to practice excellency at everything, I needed to be orderly, organized, and systematic, similar to the first President Emilio Ginaldo during his term. Thank you, Miss Caraga, for that fine answer. So again, she said she needed to be orderly, organized, and systematic, similar to Emilio Ginaldo himself. And she, for me, is the reincarnation of Emilio Ginaldo if he were female. So thank you, Ms. Carga, for welcome back to the socially distanced mass. And I apologize for that inconvenience. Of course, that's the cost you pay for hosting an online interview. So again, as for the viewers out there, I strictly apologize. We got disconnected, and but we're here now, and we're gonna get to the final and the very fiery hot question in this fine evening, which goes as, why did you choose to be an Emilian today? And if you were to abandon EAC, what important virtues are you going to share with others outside to let them know that you yourself are an Emilian? I guess it's pretty much safe to say that the one who's going to be answering this question is none other going to be than Mr. Sepe. And may we have Mr. Sepe today? Mr. Sepe,
Good evening. Again, I am
hello,
Luis
good
Gabriel
evening.
Sepe. Truthfully speaking, it was because of several recommendations from friends who studied in Emilio Aguinaldo College. They gave really good feedbacks regarding the school itself and the quality teaching from the faculty. And now that I am also an Emilian, I can prove that EAC does provide good teaching. If I have a virtue to share with non-Emilians, it would be excellence itself. EAC taught us to share the pride of our own alma mater, and it is also imposed in our core values. I would acquire well the pride and excellence brought to me by EAC and share it to other non-Emilians. Thank you.
Okay. And with that out of the question, I want to thank Mr. Sepe for that beautiful and fine answer. Now, according to Mr. Sepe, he heard of Emilio Aguinaldo College from non or from Emilians before he was an Emilian himself, if that makes sense. And I guess what Mr. Sepe is trying to say is that what Mr. Sepe said is more on how he uh, first heard of Emilio Ginaldo College himself. And as for the virtue, it's excellence itself, which is one of the three core values of the school, if I may recall. She goes as virtue, excellence, and service, if that's even correct. I want to thank Mr. Sepp again for that beautiful answer. And it looks like I've run out of questions to ask you guys. We're going to keep it short today. So, again, as your handsome and loving host, I am pretty much honored to have you in this fine evening, and I hope we can meet. I hope we have met under different circumstances, but thanks to this genius COVID-19, and thanks to some idiot who joined who ate the bat suit, we're stuck here in this online interview. So again, I apologize for the viewers out there for the inconvenience. I hope you enjoyed that little show. And we're gonna cut it short there. Thank you guys for watching this, and please feel free to subscribe and hit the like button to see more interviews in action. And again, for Mr. Sepe, Mr. Orot, Ms. Caraga, Ms. Yuan, Mr. Caldo, and Mr. Bremon, I'd like to thank you for having me as your host, and I'll see you guys again sometime in the future. And thank you very much.